Your friendly and lovable Disney may not be what they seem. From Snow White to Tangled, these are the scary myths and secrets Disney doesn't want you to know.
5. Cinderella.
Ah yes, the princess who speaks to rats. Bruh, that ain't a princessy thing to do.
The story we all know goes like this. Cinderella's mom dies, so her dad marries a wicked woman with 2 annoying and dumb wicked daughters.
The usual. Oh, wait, he just roasted them. Annoying and dumb? Well, bro, they ain't just annoying and dumb. He forgot one other thing. They're ugly too. What is that? Bro, what are with her eyes? Why does she look like a boy? It actually looks like a boy with a wig. Ugh. Oh, actually, you know what makes sense? This is the mum. Actually, the mum kind of be looking better than the daughters. No. Has that evil vibe.
After her dad dies too, she becomes the housemaid until she finds out that she has a fairy godmother.
How do you just find out you have a fairy godmother?
Very well. Mother, I don't see why everybody else seems to have...
Who helps her get a nice dress, a carriage made out of pumpkin, some horses, a carriage boy, and a pair of beautiful glass slippers.
Handle the reins. Yes.
Okay, first question, how do you get a fairy godmother? Because I want tons of free stuff. Second question, she didn't just get a pumpkin, she got... Did that just say a literal boy to ride the carriage? So she got a slave made out of magic. Where did this boy get stolen from? This is the real victim of the story.
And that's you.
The story continues as she goes to the ball, falls in love with the prince, but has to run away before the clock struck 12.
Girl, how do you fall in love in a single night? You tell me. The only thing I've fallen in love with in a single night is nachos. They do be tasting good, but a man? Really? Nah. Bro, it took me 4 years to propose to my current fiance.
Because that's when
this
all
girl
her
fell in
magical
love
dress,
overnight.
Carriage, horses, etc. would vanish.
Wait, bro, did the boy turn into a dog? Man, I'm telling you, he is the real victim of this story. Justice for my boy, the dog driving
as she hurries away
pumpkin
from the
guy.
prince, she leaves a glass slipper in the staircase, and the prince goes out in the search of his beloved Cinderella.
Important things to discuss. Arrangements for the wedding. Your Majesty, please. A knighthood.
But the good part is that the story ends with Cinderella marrying the prince, according to the glass slipper law.
So, wait, then what is the secret? This story seemed to end all happy and fun. What's the secret?
Well, the real story is a bit skewed from the one we know.
Excuse me?
In the end, when the glass slipper was supposed to be tried on, one of the sisters chopped off her toes, while the other sliced off her own heel to fit in.
Imagine literally cutting off your own toes and then just bleeding out and then slicing off your heel just to fit into a shoe. That sounds like it would hurt.
This doesn't end here. The sisters get
What?
attacked by the doves from the heaven. They peck at their eyes as a punishment from God for what they did to Cinderella. Okay, none of...
Bro, they get pecked out by God? Dude, they ugly. But come on, we gotta make them uglier.
us love those sisters, but ouch. 4. The Little Mermaid.
No, don't ruin the Little Mermaid for me.
I don't know.
What did she do wrong?
No, it's not. It's sad. Come on.
This story of a redhead beautiful mermaid is still one of the most famous Disney stories recognized worldwide.
Why is the music so creepy? I do not remember the music being this creepy.
As if the others aren't. This is the story of a beautiful little mermaid, Ariel.
His teeth are bigger than I am. Come on.
I don't understand.
Come on.
The music used to be happy. Why is it scary?
The 7th daughter of the King Triton.
7?
And Queen Athena of an underwater kingdom of merfolk called Atlantica.
7 girls. 7 sisters. Holy. I have 1 sister and she's annoying enough. But you're telling me that this girl has 7
And
sisters?
she falls in love with Prince Eric, whom she rescued from a shipwreck.
Bro, I'm still on the last point. Could you imagine having 7 sisters?
You about the big spring celebration?
Sebastian, that's not for 3 months.
After making a deal with the witch and overcoming a lot of difficulties, she finally gets legs from her father and marries Prince Eric.
Good boy, good boy.
Wow. Imagine trading your voice just so you could get legs to date this guy. The guy doesn't even hear her speak, bro. And he's like, yeah, she's the one.
Hey there, sweetie!
However, the real version is a bit twisted. According to the
Excuse
real
me?
story, Ariel did not only wish to get legs because she was in love with the prince.
Where? I just...
Wait, why else did she want legs?
Well, perhaps you haven't been looking hard enough.
Oh, believe me, Grim, when I find...
But also because mermaids did not go to heaven, and in order to go
What?
to heaven, she had to be a human.
Wait, she wanted legs so that she could go to heaven because mermaids don't go to heaven. So the difference between going to heaven or hell is whether or not you have legs? I thought it's if you love Jesus or you don't, but apparently no, it just has to do with legs. Thank goodness I got legs.
So she had to pay the price to get the legs, as every time she took a step, she felt as if she was stepping on knives.
The prince fall in love with her.
What?
He's gonna kiss her.
Excuse me?
3 days.
It felt like standing on knives every time you walk? Okay, the question though is knives worse or is standing on Legos worse? Probably knives. Nah, definitely
And
Legos.
another major plot twist is that the prince does not fall in love with the mermaid. Because if he did, then every time he kissed her, he would transfer part of his soul into her body, giving her an afterlife.
Excuse me? So you're telling me he didn't fall in love with her, so she couldn't go to heaven? Bro, this is twisted and messed up. But also, she sucked his soul down her
Ariel
throat.
decides to
Ugh.
give a huge sacrifice for her husband by jumping into the sea on her wedding day after she gets married to him.
Wait, what? She kills herself after they get married? Wait, so that he can go to heaven? What? This is so messed up.
3. Pinocchio.
Okay, they can't make this dude scary. He's just a real boy. Look at him, he's a toy.
Ah, phooey.
Bruh. Okay, wait.
This tale of a boy is
I
often
do
used
not
to teach children
remember
about
these guys smoking cigars. He's a like 9-year-old boy and he's smoking a cigar? Is that what people did in the old days?
This tale of a boy is often used to teach children about not lying and stuff, but the real
True.
version is more than just that.
Excuse
the
me?
watchmaker made him and sewed clothes for him as if he was a real boy, and the next morning that toy could talk. In the
Wow.
end that we know, the wooden boy turns into a real human being, and he lives happily ever after with his father. In the real version, Pinocchio wasn't a good boy at all. He murdered Jiminy the Cricket in the first act. Geppetto, Pinocchio's father, goes to jail for negligence, and when he comes out, he sells his only coat so that he can send Pinocchio to the school and buy him school books. But Pinocchio buys theater tickets with that money instead. Concluding this story, Pinocchio is much worse in the real version, as compared to the one we know.
He kills Jiminy Cricket. He kills his friend. Then his father goes to prison. Then he sells all of his stuff so that the boy can go to school. Oh my gosh. Ugh. Bro, this is the most ungrateful boy ever. If your parents ever tell you you're spoiled, just go, at least I'm not Pinocchio.
And in the end, he dies as two
Oh.
other characters hung him by the tree, saying their
What?
last goodbyes to him. 2. Snow White.
There's the bed.
Okay, that is dark. Yeah, no wonder that didn't make it into the kids show.
You sleep.
Oh, we'll be quite comfortable. Don't worry about us. We'll be all right.
This tale of a black-haired, beautiful princess whose stepmother tries to kill her has a dark side to it as well. Shocking but true.
Oh, no, not
According to
again.
the version that we have been aware of so far, this is a story of a beautiful princess named Snow White who lives with her stepmother after her father dies.
Why do all these princesses' dads die? That's my question. What's with all the dying dads? Bro, justice for our dads. I love my dad. I'm so glad he's not dead. But then again, maybe I would be a princess if he was dead. Okay, this is a weird thought process. I don't think him dying makes me a princess.
Her father always taught her to be fair, and this fairness caused her a great problem later in life. Her stepmother used to go up to the mirror and say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?"
Magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, white. Fairest one of
And to this, the mirror would reply, "Snow White" every time. The queen made her huntsman to kill her, but he let her go after confessing this in the woods with Snow White.
She can pick wildflowers.
But your majesty, the little princess.
silence.
I can't believe she tried to kill her own daughter.
She later finds a house that belongs to 7 dwarfs and lives with them
You
until
know,
the evil queen
casually
finds out that
as
she
you
is
do.
alive and tries to kill her again as an old lady.
Don't listen to that old warthog. Come on now, man. Butter and rub it on your face and go. Get your hands full of water.
Who gives her a poison apple, which makes her fall asleep until the prince comes and kisses her. The prince manages to wake her up with his kiss, while
Excuse me? I think she was just doing a late night gaming sesh, playing like 6 hours of Minecraft. She was trying to get her shut-eye, get some beauty sleep, quite literally beauty sleep. She is sleeping beauty. And this man is just like, yeah, I'm gonna come and kiss you and wake you up. How does that work? Explain to me. That's just inappropriate, all right? You don't go around kissing random people, especially ones. I mean, if she was sleeping, how did he know he was sleeping? What if he was just kissing a dead girl? See, that gets weirder when you think about it, doesn't it?
While the evil queen ends up dying after the dwarf chase her.
Wow, the kiss brought her back to life and killed the queen.
She falls off from the cliff of a mountain, according
What?
to our version. But in the real version, she is made to wear hot iron shoes and dance until she dies on the wedding of the princess. Yikes.
What? So Snow White falls off a cliff and the queen has to wear burning shoes, dancing until she dies.
Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, this
The
one's
Disney
already
adaptation
messed
of
up.
The classic French fairy tale about inner beauty is also a version that doesn't stray too far from the original. Both versions have
what's
roses
the
playing
secret?
an important role. A cursed prince who
Ah!
must find love as a
You're telling me that's what the beast looked like in the original? I thought it was a beast. That ain't a beast. That's a man who has a hair problem and needs to buy a shaver, dude. Ugh. He looks like a frickin' durian mango
beast,
mixed with a
and
kiwi
beautiful
fruit.
girl unaware of her looks and only interested in books. In the original fairy tale, the beast releases a homesick beauty to go visit her family on the condition she returns in a week. When her sisters hear of this, they display some sisterly love and try to get her to stay in the hope that an angry beast would eat her alive upon her return.
What? Huh?
The Frog King.
The sisters wanted her eaten? Wait, because he wanted to marry her? I don't... You know what? Fair enough. If you want to marry someone, get them eaten by a lion. Makes sense.
The Princess and the Frog, the original Grimm fairy tale, is unfortunately far less sentimental and romantic
Oh,
than its
of
modern
course it is. Ruined my
adaptations.
childhood again.
Where modern versions claim that the spell is broken by the kiss of the princess, the reality is that the prince's transformation was occasioned by the spoilt and petulant princess flinging the
What?
unassuming frog against the wall in anger and disgust.
Wait, that's actually a better, more sensible thing to do. Like, if a frog tried to kiss you, kissing them back is weird. Throwing them against the wall is a much more logical, reasonable result. Wait, why did Disney make it a kiss? Bro, that's just weird. Why did they change the story? The original was actually better this time.
Other versions of the story even claim that instead of a kiss or a throw, the frog spent one night sleeping peacefully on the pillow of the princess with her very reluctant agreement, and this apparently was sufficient to break the spell of its frog-like form.
Okay, that's just weird. Imagine like going to bed one night and you're on your pillow and you just open your eyes and there's just a frog right there looking at you with its little eyes like that would be weird. I'm just saying. Also, what superpowers does the bed have? Unless they're talking about, move on.
Tangled. The origin of Disney Tangled, i.e. Rapunzel, has been toned down over the ages for children. Brothers
Great.
Grimm's Rapunzel,
My
the
childhood is
captain
about
of
to be
a
ruined
witch,
again, isn't it?
held in a tall tower, gets pregnant after she invites a prince to her tower.
What? The original story is the prince goes up and gets her pregnant? That is seriously inappropriate.
She innocently remarks that her clothes feel tight around her belly. The angry witch chops off her hair and sends her off to a far-off place where she soon begs to feed her children, while a prince who is lured with the cut-off locks is thrown off the tower and is blinded by thorny bushes.
Wait, so she's just casually sitting in the tower. The prince comes up, makes her have a baby, and suddenly it's her fault. And so then she gets kicked out, has to raise the kids homeless, and then this guy gets thrown out of the tower and gets his eyes blinded by thorns. You know what? The prince kind of deserves that in this situation, but
after wandering
justice for my
around,
girl Rapunzel.
living off grass and leaves, he finally finds his family.
Oh, but then they end up happily after? They're homeless and blind. You know what? I guess that shows that love really can overcome anything. Although I don't know if my love for Disney can overcome what I've learned today, which has ruined my childhood for the rest of my life.